Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I'm Jason. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I would say I'm starting to recover from the burnout and the super stress I was dealing with over the last month due to diagnosis of diabetes, diagnosis of hypokalemia, chance of death, all these wonderful things that added to my normal stress load and my nothing. So I noticed yesterday that I was playing games that I hadn't played in a while, Cyberpunk and things like that. And as funny as it sounds, when I've got energy or intent to actually play games that are not my normal routine, that's when I know I'm feeling a little bit better, that I've got more mental bandwidth free. So all that is good. I'm starting to prepare the house for winter. How much electricity do I use at the moment? Well, on average, and this is an average amount of maximum 16 pence a minute electricity. That works out to about, let me just pause this and check, £119 a month. That's the maximum amount, because at the moment I've got another server on, I've got my main computer on, which isn't usually on. I'm doing some stuff on it over there at the moment, and it's been on during the night, and I've got this on, and pretty much, and downstairs my food's cooking. So 16 pence a minute is the upper average. It's more like £90 a month if you work it out without on a normal month. Now that's the summer. That's without really any gas being used. My heating system and my water heating system is all gas, not electric. Now, I wash the dishes in cold water. I wash myself in cold water. I only have a shower once a month. Sorry, not once a month, once a week. And I am very light on doing the washing and everything else, mainly because you have to wait for the weather and everything to be okay. So I don't use too much, but during the winter, there will be a change to that. The temperature of the water is too cold to wash in the morning and without a bit of warm water. I'll do the dishes. Literally, the temperature of the water will be so cold that it will hurt my hands if I try to do the dishes in cold water, and so on. I don't have that many dishes, but that's okay. The main change is that during the winter, gas will be used, of course, to heat the house, but I don't heat the house. I keep the rest of the house on what's called minimum temp, except if my friend Brittikins is coming to visit or someone else coming to visit, then I will warm up the rest of the house for them. But as far as mostly, I live in this one room, my streaming room, my sofa bed's there that I pull out. Everything is compact in this one room. So during the winter, I will rely a lot on the heat from my computers to warm the house and warm this room. And the thermostat is in this room, so it will only kick in the heating when it goes too cold in this room. I hate the warmth. I hate heat. Some autistic people are opposite. Autistic people love the heat. Some people hate the cold. I love the cold, hate the heat. I'm quite happy to let it go down to like 16, 17 degrees. About 17 degrees is just about as low as it'll go, because then you start feeling it in your fingers and your hands get cold. I will, of course, as soon as it starts going winter, you will see me wearing one of my hoodies all the time. keep myself warm. It's just what I do. So I've started to prepare for that because I can afford £150 per month electricity. Now, at the moment, I am paying £180 per month in my electricity bill. And the thing, electricity and gas, the reason I'm doing that is to build up a buffer. I'm building up a buffer so that if anything bad happens, like the DWP or something, got my own money on that, I've still got money in the electric thing that covered. And also in case our weather gets really, really cold during the winter and I need to have the heating on. So they do. I could lower the amount I pay per month, but I don't want to. I want, as long as I can scrape by and put that money away, means at a later date I've got a buffer that will help. So yeah, things are settling down. This week I will be going to see the actual doctor, not the diabetic nurse or the nurse that takes the blood test and that, but the actual doctor this week, and we'll be discussing what's going on with my body, if there's any tests he wants to put me for at the hospital just to check things out, or if now though it's heading in the right direction, we're just going to take monthly blood tests to just keep an eye on the potassium, keep an eye on everything else, make sure it keeps going in the direction we want it to. What's my plan for today? It's to fully set up. You can't see it really from this side. Down there, you can see a light just underneath my Amiga on that desk. See a light. That is my unpaid server box. The moment it's beating itself up, going at full out, fixing and setting up, make sure the media and everything, because I'm using that instead of this. I know I can use my MacBook Air, but I want to see how well my Unraid server, and yes, even with the Unraid server going, I am still 16 pence is like the max. So 16 pence per hour. I have to beat this. And I'm also doing a test on the MacBook Air. What I'm going to do is keep it turned off most of the time when I'm not using it, and just turn it on to do my vlogs, to upload my vlogs and do a bit of web work and see how long the battery lasts. It had a full charge a couple of days ago. I want to see how long, with my daily usage for vlogging, this little system can go without needing to charge. Apart from that, what am I doing? I've worked out that my food budget has gone up by, I would say, £100 a month with the diabetes. I'm going to try and mitigate some of that with buying bulk meat and that once. I don't have that much fridge space, unfortunately. So I've got to wait until I've used up a lot of my bits and pieces. Everything seems to be going okay though. I'm okay. Like I said, things are working out. My body's balancing out. I am feeling better in myself, less worn out in the morning. I think some of that is due to change in diet and everything, although my body's going to get used to a lot less sugar and none of the spikes. trying to work out a backup for my NAS and sort out all bits and pieces. I'm planning and planning and planning what to do with the money at the end of the year. Most of the money is going to go on, of course, getting rid of the last of the debts. What's left, I was going to buy a Mac Studio or a fully kitted out Airbook. Don't know whether I can justify that. I'm still in the processing stage of whether or not I should just upgrade my on-raid server, lowering its cost by putting bigger hard drives so I don't need as many hard drives in. Get a better processor for it, things like that. I'm tempted, I'm thinking as an investment to buy a 5090 or the equivalent, and the reason is for heating the room during the winter. Silly as it sounds, I have a 5060 Ti, which may become my summer card. It will sit in this system and be used during the summer. It idles at a very good thingy, and its max draw is about 170 watts. Good low thermal system. But I need to make some changes to my system to be able to do that. I've got to see this system here would make a perfect on-raid server. Much more efficient than that down there. If I left one of my drives in here and one of my M2 drives in here and added some high cost metal now, high terabyte storage arrays, I could turn this into a much more efficient future-proof version on there and replace this with a PC that will go here. Once again, built on energy efficient components, and it's 65 watt CPU max. Even undervolt than for 5090. But during the winter, that 5090 would probably give out enough heat for this room instead of using a really melting at the moment, other than a thingy. So yeah, I'm more looking towards all the options because this will be the last money I get for a very long time. And I've got to go on, and when the stuff that doesn't go on the disabilities has to go on. I mean, the stuff that doesn't go on the debt has to go on rebuilding and making sure I have solid infrastructure moving forward. So all I can do is plan and think and work things out. So take care of yourself, everybody. You are different or wonderful. Bye bye for now.